How you doing? Here we are live at the Bellamy Brothers. I'm Dave Crane, and behind me you can see on stage the very talented Carl and Leon. Let me just move away so you can hear me properly. But this is what I get as a view of a live band. You can see here, over there, the sound guys, the band, and a view of everything. Right, join me because I've got to be very careful as I walk down the stairs behind the scenes so I don't fall down and hurt myself, which would be funny because I know it's live on Facebook. And I get more people watching. You see Dave Crane the other day, yeah, he was on stage and fell off, and everyone saw him, and all he said was "ow," and it was really funny. So here we are. This is what happens when we go behind the scenes at events. In fact, you can see the big screen up there. And this is the view of the band from the side. Now later on we've got the Bellamy Brothers. Now I don't know if you know the Bellamy Brothers, but they were massive in the 70s and 80s and been going on for ages. In fact, this is their 40th city and world tour now we're talking about. And if you don't know how big they are, that hits like Love Will Keep Us Alive and also Let Your Love Flow. If you don't know those ones, Google them and you go, oh yeah, those ones are fantastic. So there you are, I shared it with you. And this is our VIP area behind us. You can see there, they are. We all arrive in time for the big bands, otherwise they sit in the pub and come down and do stuff later on. We got Carl and Dion on stage, by the way, very good. They're from a band called Carl and the Reader Mafia, and they were voted by Hype magazine as the biggest band, or the best band in the UAE 2016. And they play jazz funk, and today they don't. They're doing country music for everybody. I've got to say that this is really exciting to be here hosting the event. The only problem is I don't know a lot about country music, so it could very well be my last gig doing a country music festival. But you never know, they might come out and say, you managed to make it up as you went along, young Dave. And I'll go, yeah, that's what I do. So this is the view that I get. Beautiful, isn't it? One of the things that always surprises me about doing a gig here is the fact that when you watch movies like Star Wars or Star Trek and you're going, this is an amazing space city, then you look at what we've got here in Dubai, it's just even better. Look at the background there. No matter what you say, baby, stand by me. Stand by me. Won't you stand by me? So typically you get the best view of the gigs because I've got this thing here. I don't know if you can see it. It might be in reverse. It's actually access all areas pass, which means I could be a complete music aficionado, or I can go and enjoy the duty free. But typically when you do an event like this, they say, would you like some vouchers, some drinks vouchers? And they say, I'm driving. We go, oh, okay then, just water and warm milk. So Bellamy Brothers are in their 70s, which is quite astounding. I talked about this the other day, about the fact, how long can your longevity be? How long would you expect to be at the top of your industry, wherever your particular industry is? When you're 70, are you still going to be doing what you do? Or are you going to retire? Now this is kind of important, because you know the average lifespan of somebody after they retire? About 7 years, because they shut down, because they're not working on stuff, they're not excited by stuff. So my advice is never retire or have a hobby that you start at the same time, so when you stop your proper job, you can carry on doing the stuff that you enjoy anyway. There's no problem at all. You always make sure that you've got stuff that keeps you active and you can live on until you're 110 and doing gigs like the Bellamy Brothers. Mind you, if you haven't started doing gigs like the Bellamy Brothers by now, then you probably won't start doing it. Talking about the Bellamy Brothers, they go back to an era when, of course, if you had a #1 single, you made $1 million. Now that's not the case. You have a #1 single, you probably make enough to go to McDonald's to get yourself some fries or something. It's not quite the same world. And also, in those days, you'd practice with your band, wouldn't you? And you'd make it all come together like that. And instead, nowadays, just go on X Factor and win that. And you'd be able to do all the good things and be really cool amongst all your friends at the karaoke bar. So it's a different type of music we have nowadays. But you know what? That's fair enough as well. Let you have a bit more of the band. And also, I'm going to be joining the group in this area here. It's actually just the pub. In between each of the acts, I get about 20 minutes to chill out and enjoy. So I'm going to spend my time doing that and thinking about what I'm going to say all about the sponsors and all the stuff on stage next. I'd love your comments, I love your thoughts, and I wish you were here. Maybe next time you can join me, you can even come on stage and see what it's like. I'm not even sure how much you can hear because of the noise in the background, but anyway, have a wonderful evening, whatever you're doing, have a great weekend, and thank you, and bye-bye.